Eurozone finance ministers postpone its meeting on Greece while the country waits for approval of its next big bailout. China promises to keep buying euro assets, and in the U.S., Congress agrees on a tentative deal to extend the payroll tax cuts. I'm Alix Steel, and the morning call starts right now.
Good morning, I'm Scott Redler, Chief Strategic Officer of T3Live.com.
And I'm Alix Steel with The Street, and together we bring you Morning Call Express. We have stocks rallying into the close yesterday, looking for a higher open today, getting a lot of help here, right, from China buying euro assets. DC, a little bit of uncertainty is now removed over the payroll tax debate. It's 1370 in our sights for this week.
If we get I would say a 30 to 60 minute close above this 1355 area, I think 1370 can happen this week. I know yesterday as a trader it was very difficult. You know, market was weak. Some people were paring down some risk. A lot of guys are actually starting to lean in short. Then the last 20 minutes of the day, you get that buy program that closes us near the highs, still holding the 10-day moving average. So a lot of guys had some quick decisions to make. I'm happy that I'm probably 75% long with a 25% hedge. So I'm actually enjoying this nice up open.
Would you be starting to take profits here, especially that we have options expiration coming up? If you're in a tier 3, perhaps, do you want to lighten up? And if not, what level would you be looking to do that?
Well, if you're in a tier 3, you could definitely get down to a tier 2. If you're in a tier 1, you stay the course, and there might be spots today to add tier 2 in individual spots. So if you look here at the chart of the S&P, you'll see this trend has been unbelievable, even this most accelerated trend. Here is the gradual trend since the October 4th low. If you're a macro investor, you never even had your metal tested. If you're a momentum investor, which is what I am, here's your accelerated uptrend. And along this entire way, you see this little line in here? This is the 10-day moving average. This 10-day moving average has held. We have not closed significantly below it once since this gap and go on December 20th. So now we're opening above this 1355. If we could hold and show some commitment in the first 60 minutes of trading, like you said, 1370, that's last year's high. That's right there. That's the next level of resistance. And we could see that this week.
Now, very quickly, before we get to the individual stocks, do you think that any kind of Greece risk is priced in at all now? Because that is still a risk. Now we have this Eurozone finance meeting pushed back till Monday.
I think Greece is absorbed. People
totally
they don't even want to hear about it. I don't even think people want to hear what the result is at this point. It's just like out the window. The question is whether it was going to spread to Spain, you know, Italy, all those type of scenarios. So that's like the next thing that people are waiting to see if some spreads, you know, blast out or some yields go a lot higher, which they haven't. Like today, I think some of them actually fell, so that's why the market's getting a lift, especially with China coming in, saying they're going to help support, you know, some of the Eurozone with their debt and, you know, whatever they need there.
Which is also helping their own assets they currently own. But anyway.
Exactly.
All right, so let's get to individual stock sectors perhaps you're going to be looking at, rotating into, that still have momentum, still have more juice here.
Well, tech right now, the Qs continue to lead. If you look right here at the chart of the Qs, you will see, you know, look at this healthy breakout. We already took out that October 11th high. We are on the move here, just trending higher. Take a closer look here. This did not even test the 10-day where the spiders tested the 10-day. But then, if you look at the financials, they were actually a little bit weaker. They came in, not only broke their 10-day, they tested their 20-day, but they've always been weaker over the course of the past few years.
So in terms of the tech then, are you looking, say, still at the Apples of the world, or are we looking for more sexy stocks like a VMware?
I think you have a little bit of everything. If you're in Apple, every sell has been a bad sell. We talked about 520 in Apple, you know, this week before option expiration, so then maybe they pull in and look at this run. It's been unbelievable. Here was your methodical buy after the earnings where it held the gap. Here was your momentum buy, and right now we're above 515. So just pick your spot if you're going to sell it. If you're a macro investor, just continue to close your eyes and hold Apple. But as far as other tech names, BMW's on the move. I still think Qualcomm above 62 looks good. I think IBM, if it could finally get above 194, 194.50, that can go. So there's still a lot of great setups out there.
And just really quickly with the financials, Stephanie Link, Director of Research for The Street, actually added to a big financial name. I'm not going to tell you which. You're going to have to go to The Street to find out. And so maybe that's portfolio managers are starting to nibble right around here, which is interesting despite the fact it's not holding up as well.
Well, they held a 20-day, and we've talked about how strong stocks hold their 10, 20-day, not usually indices, and if you look at the XLF, it still held the 21-day moving average. So if she's buying the dip, that's healthy instead of chasing the excitement. So there you go, you know, financials are fine. And I got to cut this short because, today is Alex's last day here with Morning Call. We've been doing this show for a long time. She's helped build it. She's become a great friend of mine, and she's heading off to Bloomberg TV, and which huge frontier. I wish her the best of luck. I'll get a little bit more into it in the longer form because we don't have time here, but you're going to be missed by all of us.
Oh, thanks, Scott. I really appreciate it, and it's been good hanging out with all of you. So stay tuned for the long form to maybe see Scott cry.
Hi, I'm Sean Hendelman, CEO of T3 Live, where we train, coach, and mentor traders in order to help you put your money to work with confidence. The T3 Live approach is a blueprint for you to recognize, adapt, and ultimately take advantage of different market conditions. To begin your training with T3 Live, we would like to offer you the opportunity to enroll in our free 30-day online home study course. Fill in your name and email address, and I'll see you on the other side.